All right. So speaking of like bomb pops and like ice cream down the shore and shit. So you know what I really miss, and you're probably gonna both think I'm an idiot more than you already do, but
It's not possible.
fuck you. Twin Pops.
Twin
You know,
Pops.
you can't get Twin Pops down in Florida. Can you get them in Kentucky?
I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, I'm looking. I'm looking here.
They
Are
were
those
like,
things?
yeah, you used to be able to get them at Heritage's. You could get the vanilla popsicles or the root beer popsicles or like all the different flavors, but they don't sell that shit down here.
I've seen like so if you Google Twin Pops, you have the ones that are like the budget saver brand in a plastic bag. I've seen those around, but not very often. And I don't really check out the frozen section too much, like ice cream and whatnot. So,
I mean, I live in hell and it's always hot, so we're always looking for shit to cool us down. And you know, that's one of my favorite things to use to cool down is popsicles. But you can't. All they had down here is the fucking Bill Cosby rapesicles and like the fucking what do they call it? Like the popsicle brand shit that just sucks.
like what about the plastic tubes full of frozen colored water?
So we can only, here's what's fucked up. You would think in Florida where it's god awfully hot, fucking 99% of the time, you'd be able to get them all year round. But that would not be true. You can only fucking get them in the summer, which is the dumbest shit ever. And then that makes me, and maybe the reason they do it is because then in the fucking beginning of summer, in the end of spring, beginning of summer, people go to the fucking store and they load up on them and they buy like way fucking more than they need. And so that's what I do whenever I first see the first batch of them. I'm like, all right, give me 20 of them, because that's the other thing. That's the ripoff. That's the fucking racket right there. Is those fucking freeze pop makers putting all their shitty flavors in there? So then you gotta buy a whole fucking container of them just to get like maybe half of them that you can actually eat.
As long as they have little otter cartoons on them, I'll buy them anyway.
No, but they don't fucking have the Otter Pops down here, man. You can't get Otter Pops in
Florida's
Florida.
hell, man.
What do you think this is? You think this is a good state? This ain't no good state, bud. This is a shithole.
Was one of the otters gay, so now you can't sell them in Florida?
That's probably what it was. Yeah. The Otter Pops, they think it's phallic, and they're like, oh no, you can't be sucking otter dicks down here in Florida. That's gay.
I've got to look this up now because I'm like out of the loop.
You don't know what an otter pop is?
Dude, man, I told you I don't frequent the frozen section.
Well, this is like, I don't even know if they make them anymore.
Like actually, I don't know that they make Otter Pops anymore.
They had like caricatures of ethnic stereotypes on the sides of them, and they were like there was an Italian one. What was the grape?
Which would make you think that Florida would fucking embrace them.
Yeah.
So that's just they're just the freeze pops. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, we have them, but just not with the otters on the side.
Oh well, the otter pops are the good ones.
Yeah.
Or you had them ones that looked like I don't know, they're like thick plastic.
The ones that looked like dildos.
Yeah, I was just gonna say dildo. Yeah, you break in half, kind of.
Yeah.
They're like weird. Like it's hard to get them out of it because it's a thicker plastic.
Yeah. They make alcoholic versions of those now, right? Like the Bud Limeritas and they're awful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that really does that really count?
So I tried the strawberry one, I've tried the lime one. They're both equally bad. And then but they're strong, they're like 8%. And then the comparative to like a regular Bud Light or something.
Wow.
Dude, and there's can you freeze when there's that much alcohol in them?
Yeah, I mean it's an ice pop. So I mean, I don't know. I guess there's a certain enough to where it can still sustain. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of those dailies. The Bob, you know what I'm talking about. They're like mixed drinks, like daiquiris and margaritas. They're in like it's like a Capri Sun pouch.
Yeah.
and you throw them in the freezer, but they're never really frozen all the way.
Like a slushy or
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the Bud Light Limerita or whatever it's called.
Okay.
The Truly makes one too. I haven't had that one yet.
Just skip the middleman and go to Fat Tuesday down on South Street.
Oh, with the alcohol slushies.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about down here is Louisville has bourbon slushies.
Nice. Wow, fuck! I think I know where we're going for our next vacation, Rich. Did you ever think you'd want to go to Kentucky?
Just to go to the bourbon places.
Hey, Bourbon Trail, you open year round.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. So, what have you boys been up to, Rich? This is the first time I've talked to you since the shit kicked off down here, isn't it?
What shit? Are you moving and stuff?
Oh no, that's right. We did an episode the other day.
Yeah,
that's right.
Not too long ago. I missed one.
My brain does not fucking work, man. Ever since all this, I think my brain got blown away. We'll find it somewhere. It's malnourished and cowering in a corner somewhere.
Are you sure it didn't get blown out to sea?
Yeah, it might have. Listen, that's the one thing you want to know the power of, and not that I have them, but I want to. But since we're talking about this shit, things that didn't get wrecked that by all means should have, and they just some unholy power fucking kept them together. There's this place. Oh. Well, that too, but I don't think that took as big a hit. There's this place called the Lani Kai, and I swear to God, it is an STD breeding ground, and it's more than likely it's actually where COVID started. If I had to guess, like it's not China, man. That shit didn't start in China. That shit started at Lani Kai, and it's on Fort Myers Beach, and it's one of the tallest buildings, Fort Myers Beach. That motherfucker is so encrusted and protected by the STDs that it did not suffer any damage. Like it took on some water, like every other building that was on the beach, but the fucker's still standing. Everything around it is gone, but the Lani Kai still stands.
Kind of like that episode of The Simpsons where Mr. Burns goes to the Mayo Clinic and he has all those diseases, and they show him like he's pushing through the door, but they're all perfectly in balance.
Yeah,
keeps him alive. So
exactly.
that's all I could visualize there.
That's the only time that someone has gone to the Lani Kai and not blown was Ian going there.
Well, maybe that was the largest blow of all time.
That's true. That's true.
Just no
and
payoff.
the amount of blow that's probably still in that building is.
So what is it? Is it like a residential place or?
No, dude. So it's a bar downstairs, and I guess it's bars throughout, but it's also a hotel. But it's like, I'm fairly certain you can rent rooms by the hour and shit there, or you can stay. Like, I don't know why you would, aside from if you just needed to go get blown. Like it's the shittiest fucking hotel of all time, but it fucking withstood the hurricane. So I don't know, man. But if you need to go to if you want to go to Fort Myers Beach for vacation, book your rooms at the Lani Kai now. It's the only place still open.
So now they can charge a premium for the really bad stuff.
That's true. That's true. You're gonna get herpes and crabs and probably some new kind of syphilis, but you can have a roof, or you can have a room to stay in.
Yeah, pros and cons.
Africanized killer crabs.
God damn it. Africanized pubic lice. These ones climb up your butthole.
It's some kind of STD version of the murder hornet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's like a 5-inch long crab.
It's like those, what are the hell the ones that, oh, Jesus Christ. Never mind.
It's like those, those fish where they.
Coconut crabs, is that what they're called? Them big
Yeah.
giant. Yeah.
No, you know what it is? It's those fish where they get the parasite. The parasite replaces the fish's tongue. That's what it does. It either replaces your dick, or it hides in your butthole, and it uses you as like a human hermit crab shell.
It sounds like a good plot for a new movie.
For a new horror movie?
The only problem is nowadays it'll only affect old women and Italians.
True.
Really, yeah, that's share for the giant crabs to live in.
Well, yeah, but it'll still cut. But if it's the one that replaces your dick,
okay, yes.
Or if it lives in your butthole and wears you as a hermit crab shell.
Yeah, see, human hermit crab. I think it writes itself.
I think so too.
From the people that made Human Centipede.
And the people that made Jack Frost, not the one with Michael Keaton, but the one where he takes off his carrot nose and uses it as a dick. Well, I think we're definitely in the explicit category today, guys.
Well, we always are, but yeah, no, I don't see a movie about that, so I think we're good. All right,
see? There we go.
All right, Rich, get the rating.
Okay. So, no, it's funny you say that though. So we have a chaplain at the police department, and whenever he's in and like begging for people to come talk to him, he sends out an email that says chaplain in the house. So somebody the other day said there's a chaplain in the house, which made me think of there's some hoes in this house, which made me think of WAP. So we sat, a couple of us sat and started rewriting WAP, but for the priest or for the whatever, the chaplain. And we got like 3/4 of the way through it, and I just haven't finished it yet.
Beavis and Butthead watched that video in one of the new episodes.
Did they?
Yeah, there was the video looks like it's like they're selling a house, is what they were saying, and it's like, and this house has a lot of water, and this part has a lot of water too. This part is very good.
I still need to watch that.
It's
so good.
Behind, but it's good. Yeah.
There's been too much watchable sports lately. That's all I can say.
Finished She-Hulk. The last episode was just okay.
Yeah, the last episode kind of threw me off a little bit. I like where they got to, but the way they got there was just kind of like, what the fuck? And I guess they realized they'd painted themselves into a corner.
I was going to ask, have they lined that up for another season already, or?
I'd say so.
It's
and like
actually setting up like another Hulk thing, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another Hulk thing, Daredevil. Like it set up a bunch of other stuff, but like
it's not a spoiler, but her and Daredevil fuck.
Yeah.
Several times.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. You can throw it all out at me because chances of me watching are kind of.
It was good. It was like I said, until like me and Bob said, until the last episode. The last episode was just kind of felt off for some reason, but
yeah,
it's funny. I'm like, it's definitely a lighter Marvel thing, which I think I liked.
Yeah, well, it's almost like they either they like I said, they painted themselves into a corner and didn't know how to get out, or B, they ran out of time. They were like, all right, well, we've got to this point in the story, but we don't have time to finish it, so we're going to throw the Deus Ex Machina in, and then that's how we're going to get out of it.
So, speaking of get out of it, and since we've recorded, there is something that we've all seen now. So, right after we recorded the last one, Danielle and I sat and watched Clerks 3.
Oh, okay.
So now we can discuss that at I don't know, at whatever level you guys want to discuss it at, because I've got my thoughts that I know Bob, you, and Rich and I kind of talked about it prior to recording last time, but I don't know. Rich was spot on about the ending, though.
Yeah, I liked it until the end, and the more I thought about, I don't know. I thought it was, since we can spoil things now, because who cares? We're going to spoil Clerks 3, so if you don't want to listen to it, skip ahead to us talking about racist things or whatever later on in the podcast. But yeah, it was cheap of him to give Dante the heart attack after giving Randall the heart attack. It just I don't like how he it's like I don't know what he wanted to do, but he was doing all that pulling the heartstrings by killing off what's her name during childbirth, which you find out later on that's how she died.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this feels weird. And then like, oh, he's all sad and mopey, and then he does the same. Like he does the same. We just saw Randall and what's his face get into a fight, and Randall have a heart attack. So now Randall and Dante have the same fight that they had in Clerks. In fact, it's from that scene where they had the fight, except now Randall or Dante has the heart attack and dies. Well, doesn't die right away. He gets to see the movie. But like I was saying, I do like how you watch them filming it with all the people old, and then he shows them the movie and it's Clerks. It's just the scenes of the other one. That was kind of cool. But I don't think he needed to kill Dante. I think that was just like it didn't make sense in this whole plot of the thing.
I'm gonna counter you here. It gives him the ending to the original Clerks that he always wanted to film.
To kill off Dante?
Because that's how Clerks was originally supposed to end, was Dante was supposed to die.
But
he was supposed to get shot.
If he died in the original one, it would have been because he wasn't supposed to be there today and it would have been random. This more felt like, I want everybody to feel bad, so I'm going to kill off my main character.
Plus, I mean, my other view of it is, too, like, not only does it, like, at this point, Dante is to the point where he doesn't really want to fucking be around anymore. Right? Like, he just doesn't really give a shit. And he's accomplished everything that he just wants to be at peace with his wife at this point. So it's almost a happy ending for him, you know? And it also completely, if anybody says, hey, what about Clerks 4? No, we can't do Clerks 4. Dante's dead. We're not making any more Clerks movies.
Clerks 4 would be
Elias and Randall.
That I could see them moving on and doing, but see, I don't like that his happy ending is him dying and being with his wife. His happy ending is him realizing that, hey, my wife and my kid may be gone, but I'm still here and I still have my friends and other, you know, my I won't say adopted family, but you know, my close friends and stuff are still here, and I still have a life to live. Maybe I still have a purpose, as opposed to, oh well, you're gone, let me just die and join them.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just spitballing. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate a little bit.
My take on it was, and again, I was much like Clerks 2, but Elias stole the show.
Yeah.
You know, it just fantastic with the going to the satanic stuff, and then all the different, like Rich, you mentioned all the different outfits, and every like 5-10 minutes there'd be a different scene with him coming in, and just good stuff. I mean, all that was great, and like I really appreciated them bringing back nearly everybody too. That was really cool. Just, you know, Danielle and I were talking about it. It's just, you know, Dante was just done dirty. You know, and I get the whole point of wrapping up the trilogy. I get it. I think it's really well done, how he did that. You know, particularly how, you know, shooting the movie in the third one and then, you know, putting the nice bow on it as Dante's dying, you know, seeing how that went, you know, I thought that was really well done. But it's like, yeah, Richie mentioned it. Like, yeah, you find out that, you know, first of all, Rosario Dawson's only in it in these, like, you know, ghosts type scenes because she's already gone. And, you know, she dies during childbirth. And so he's all sad about that, as you said. And I don't know. And it was like, man, it was obviously the most sappy of the three by far. And I don't know. I think part of that was on purpose for, you know, sentimental reasons. But yeah, that's the other thing too. I noticed that I didn't really care for either. As Rich mentioned that the heart attack stuff. It was like Randall just had one. Why couldn't Dante have been like, I don't know, anything else? Like I don't know, just something different. I guess maybe I don't know. That was my. I liked it, but then there were certain things I didn't like about it. But it was really well done, and yeah, so Elias was what stole it from me.
I definitely enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. I mean, it was worth watching, but I don't know. Like I said, it could have had a better ending.
I think Kevin Smith, the filmmaker, this was what he wanted. Bob, you mentioned that with you know, it's interesting thinking about that. If Clerks 2 and 3 just weren't, never would have existed, and then that's how, because that would be a logical conclusion to how Clerks would have ended. Because talk about the world's all-time worst day at work, and then dying. You know what I mean? Like,
well, there's a little bit of a symmetry to it too, with Randall lived through the Widowmaker, and the whole time, like, they set it up because your buddy needs to change his diet too, or else he'll be in the same position. And then and Randall's the lucky one that makes it through. And then Dante has the same issue. He's lived the same life, roughly the same life, has the same shitty diet, has the same, stress issues and everything, and then doesn't survive. And it shows kind of like Randall, if you think about it too, with the theme of it, where Randall is just like, oh, I had a heart attack through the whole thing, and he's just bitching and bitching and bitching, and just never looking at the good. And then he ends up, it takes Dante dying, basically, for him to maybe change his ways. Like, yeah, the heart attack should have been the wake-up call. The heart attack was the wake-up call to make the movie, but the heart attack wasn't necessarily the wake-up call he needed.
No, it was a redemption arc for Randall.
Right.
Turning Randall into the main character, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe this heart attack is the part where because it should have been a redemption. It absolutely should have been a redemption arc, but he didn't actually change until hopefully now that Dante's gone and he realizes, look, man, I'm sorry, I was a piece of shit. And hopefully now he changes and becomes a better person from that.
And we'll probably never know.
Nope. I mean, honestly,
there'll be a Clerks 4. It's just a matter of time.
I hope not. And I say that absolutely loving.
What did they call the Say But About after they all like to be clerks to college years, or
boy,
Clerks the Next Generation? He likes Degrassi, so it'd be whatever Degrassi calls it, like Clerks the Next Generation.
Yeah. That would be funny. I mean,
Elias and Randall and Kevin Smith's daughter, because wasn't she wearing a Quick Stop shirt at the end of the thing when they was doing the milk?
Was she or was she?
I think she was.
I think Richie might just be thinking of one of their dates.
I could see that being a spot for a show, possibly, if they really wanted to do something quick, 6-8 episode, 20-minute jobs.
They should bring back the cartoon.
I agree.
The cartoon was done wrong too. It was just done wrong by the
network.
Yeah.
What was that on?
It was one of the main three.
ABC.
Yeah, ABC.
That's right. That's right.
Because they had like a big Super Bowl ad and stuff.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then they aired them out of order, so you don't get the clip show being the second episode, which is what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And,
which is the greatest thing in the world, that 2 episodes, your second episode is a clip show.
Yeah. I think Community did it better, where they did the clip show with stuff that just never happened in the series.
See, I've never watched Community.
Community's great, with exception to the last season.
Yeah, yes. It's on. It used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. That's what I watched it on.
Yeah, we watched on that. I guess it was Netflix we watched on. But no, they're coming out of the movie too.
Yeah.
So finally 6 seasons in a movie.
Yep. It was really good. You'd really like it.
Oh yeah. I mean, we talked Joel McHale before on here, and he's awesome.
Yeah, Harmon too, the guy from
Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's just a good cast, and there's just a lot. You can tell there's just they all gel really well.
I feel like Childish Gambino too. It's like uncanny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He looks like that. He looks like the guy that played the Prowler in Spider-Man Homecoming too.
And there's certain episodes that you'll really like the paintball episodes. They're awesome. Like they just.
Oh, and the guy, the he's not a principal because of the dean.
Yes.
I can't think of the guy's Jim Rash. He's been
Jim
in
Rash.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, he's awesome. I like him. Well, that's the thing. Like, I love pretty much everybody in the cast that I know.
Even Chevy Chase was a great. He's supposed to be an asshole, but he's a great character in the show.
Yeah. Pierce.
And Starburns. It's good.
So speaking of reboots and continuations, Tom, I told you about this the other night, but Rich, did you see that they're remaking the abomination that is the Teletubbies?
No.
They're bringing them back, and now they have little babies, and they're called Tiddly Tubbies.
Wow.
And I'm fairly certain that that's going to bring about the apocalypse.
As long as the purple one is canonically gay this time.
I hope so.
Yeah. They really go into it.
What I really want... No, never mind. I'm not even going to go there.
Why not? Just finish your thought.
I really just want to see a Teletubby orgy.
Uh,
Just pulling their respective headpieces off, sticking it where it goes, and then going to town.
So this is an 18+ show now?
and then when they all finish, they can go again, and it goes all over again.
Yep.
Just with that creepy son watching them.
So the son is now an Asian baby. It has hair and stuff.
Didn't that crap originate in Australia?
I don't know where the fuck it originated, but it needs to go the fuck back to hell where it belongs.
The Wiggles are Australian.
That's right.
I think that's you.
I have no idea where the Teletubbies would have been from.
Let's see. Let's look it up. Let's Google it.
It was before our time.
Oh, it's British. It was a British show.
Oh, that makes fucking sense.
Mm-hmm. Close enough. Australia is like literally right next to England.
Yeah, I think they share a border, right?
I like that Bluey show. That's Australian.
Yo, Bluey's the shit.
It's mom's hot. Her mom's hot. It's mom's hot.
What'd you say they called it? The Tiddly Tubbies, Bob?
Bingo.
The Tiddly Tubbies.
Yeah.
That's actually apparently derived off of a animated web series from like 4 years ago that they did on YouTube.
I don't like it.
So
Richie doesn't like it when Tiddlies are tubby.
That's cool. It's just Tiddlies come in all sizes.
I don't know. The Wikipedia has like some of the best subheadings of all time. Under reception, they have the Tinky Winky controversy, the Lion and the Bear controversy, and cult following.
Wait, what was the Lion and Bear controversy? I know that the other one. What was the Lion and Bear?
Okay, so the Lion and Bear controversy, and we're using Wikipedia as a source, so who knows. But in April of 1997, the episode titled Seesaw aired and featured a sketch about a cutout lion chasing a cutout bear. The sketch was criticized for its unsettling cinematography, music, and character design, and was deemed inappropriate for children. It was subsequently banned in several countries. In 2000, a revised version of the sketch was aired with adjusted editing, sound design, and voice acting to improve the tone. Both versions have been posted online several times. I guess it's just scary.
I gotcha.
But the show itself is still fine to put on the air? I call bullshit.
Dude, it originated in England. That's the whole reason why we left.
It's made for toddlers, like kids that are supposed to be just colors. That's why they do everything over again, because they like repetition or something.
Yeah, but that shows like those things are fucking horrifying, man.
I'd rather watch that than Barney.
That's how the British got us back for the American Revolution. They're like, you know what? 200 plus years later, we're going to send these guys to Teletubbies.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough. Look, what I need to know is what kind of drugs do you have to do to invent those fucking things? Where can I get them?
Psychedelics.
Yeah, I think they're just like cracking like batteries open and like drinking whatever's inside.
Batteries and bath salts.
Battery acids, mate. No, that's Australian. These are British. Governor. Battery acid, governor.
Governor.
Have some more. We'll be
Please,
one
sir.
day, eh?
Please, sir, may I have some more?
It's a really
How
fucking
can
many
you have any
bags.
pudding if you don't
Yeah.
eat your meat?
Look, I made an upside down triangle.
Ah,
Homosexual.
So now the question is, Rich, I know you're the video game collector connoisseur here.
Oh boy.
Do you have the Teletubbies video game that was ported to the PlayStation in the year 2000?
No, but now I want it.
in the year 2000.
Yeah, it says in 1998, Knowledge Adventure released to play with the Teletubbies for Windows. It was later ported to the PlayStation in 2000. So there you go.
I see now. All right. I gotta find out how much it's worth.
Probably the most valuable PlayStation property you watch.
I bet you it is.
Again, didn't one of them like wasn't there like a vacuum cleaner that was alive or something too in the Teletubbies?
Yeah, that fucking thing's back too.
Why do I know so much about the Teletubbies?
It's only $50 on eBay.
Is it?
Yeah,
I mean, that's still a lot more than I thought it would be.
that's like sealed.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It's worth $1 million.
Yeah, you can get the disc for. Oh, you can get the disc with Tonka Space Station for $8 plus $4 shipping. So,
Know what I'm putting on my Christmas list?
right?
Again.
Dude, you know what I need to do for what I need to put on my Christmas list is just someone to tell me where the fuck I get an optical drive emulator for a fucking GameCube.
Internet. Where did I get mine from? I got mine from the internet, obviously, but I don't remember.
Like, I've been Googling the shit out of it, and I can't find them anywhere. Because of the chip shortage, I guess.
That could be it.
Like,
Amazon? No, I must have got it from their website direct. And you're going to make me do work.
well, listen, you can. I said I wanted it for Christmas, so just, you can wait. It's okay. You got time.
Right. We're going to make this one purple, and we're going to give him a pass and a fucking upside down triangle. Still working on my British.
Fucking Teletubbies.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
And then this Teletubby lives in people's arseholes like a hermit crab.
No, you can't say that because then they'll use that, and then we won't be able to make our movie.
And then the hero of our movie is, of course, going to be Johnny Bench.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well,
Johnny Bench, the
Johnny Bench Chupacabra hunter.
Get the fuck out. That's the name of it. These are a mutant strain of Chupacabra that live in people's assholes and wear them as hermit crab shells.
He actually created the Chupacabra by having sex with a goat.
wow.
I love our lore surrounding Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench and Chupacabras. That's, if nothing else, like, who knew that there would be a Venn diagram one day where you're gonna have one circle be Johnny Bench, one circle be Chupacabra, and that they would fucking meet.
And they meet in the middle at the Noise Brigade. Damn it.
Tom, wasn't it nice not having to edit the episode?
It was doing so good there. It was awesome. It was doing so well.
And this is why no one listens to us.
That's not true. I think 5 people went to our website yesterday.
Oh, right.
Did they? Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. We have a new website.
We have a new website?
We do have a new website.
Ooh.
Yeah, I jumped on a domain name kind of in the it's probably going to be relevant for maybe about a week, but
Wait. Is it a new website or just a new domain name that points to the same website?
Yeah, just a new
Okay.
domain name.
Ah.
So
Come on now, we're not that good.
so you know how Wawa is launched out Hoagie Fest again, but now it's Schroberfest.
Okay.
Well, they forgot to register the domain name,
Ah.
and we have it now.
All right. Only sell it to Wawa.
Yes.
That was the plan, but
And then we
so
get the
far I got no
hermits.
bites.
We get
They call that something. Domain something.
squatting.
Squatting. That's it.
Then we get hundreds of human dollars.
Yes.
Yeah, I told Bob, I said free Wawa for life. That was our.
Yeah, I'd do that. Yeah.
Well, they're putting one in like not very far from my house. So
Yeah, you said like what right up the road, right?
yeah,
But can
be
you
able
get hoagies there? Do they make real hoagies at Wawa?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
hoagies, Wawa hoagies aren't that great anyway. So like, I imagine you could be able to get them in Florida.
Well,
In Florida, you can get them with meth.
Florida, you have to
Now with
request
meth.
that you have to request that they don't put meth on it.
Okay. Gotcha.
If you want to find a bad sandwich, just come down here. I'll point you to the everywhere that has. There's nothing even remotely close down here that has anything even I would even consider a sandwich.
Gotcha.
No, I'll say we lucked out. Primo's closed, which sucked, but we had a Primo's hoagies down here, and then they got replaced with John Crux cheesesteak place, Crux Philly steaks, and they're actually pretty good. But we have Jersey Mike's.
I ordered a meatball sandwich for there, and it only came with one meatball.
Oh yeah, that's the Crucker. That's the Crucker special. But no, we got Jersey Mike's, which is decent. We got which I love the Jersey Mike's commercials with Danny DeVito.
Oh yeah. We don't have one of those, but are they actually pretty good? I've never eaten
They're
one.
good. They're good.
I've never eaten one, but we have them up here too in PA.
Well, they're actually from Point Pleasant.
Ah.
I don't know why I can't stop yawning. Probably lack of oxygen from all the bullshit that's in the air down here. But we have Lenny's, which makes like hoagies and cheesesteaks and stuff. And they're okay too. And then of course we got Double D's Munchies. Got to give them a shout out. And they make awesome cheesesteaks. They get all their shit from back home, and it gets they all rolls from back home and everything. And then we have Wawa. So, and then Publix, which I hate to pump up a Florida brand, but Publix actually makes really good hoagies and stuff too. So that's the one thing. Like I'll give Florida this. Like if I came home, look, I love Acme, right? But
What?
Acme.
Okay.
But Acme don't have the kind of deli that they got down here at Publix. Publix every single Publix you walk into is super clean. They're all super helpful. Like I can remember walking around at Acme and never seeing anybody. I thought for the longest time that the only people that worked at Acme were the people at the cash registers, and then at the counter at the deli. But like, there's people walking around. You can ask them for help and stuff, and they actually talk to you. It's crazy.
Plus, Publix has good beer sections too.
Yeah. Plus, yeah, that's the thing. There's really good beer section. You can go in, Rich. You can actually build 6-packs at this place. Like you go in and they're like, oh, I want one of these, one of these, one of these.
We got that in PA at certain places.
Yeah, but at the grocery store.
Yeah, Weiss Grocery. They have a beer.
Oh, no kidding.
Beer and wine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have that with Kroger, but like there's build your own sixes. Like, oh, here's a Bud Light, here's a Sam. It's like, come on.
Not like the Weiss. The Weiss is Weiss. I don't know how you pronounce it, but that's the grocery store I've been going to since I moved out here.
Because I can get Dragon's Milk, like just single bottles of Dragon's Milk and throw that in.
You shouldn't though. You should get a 6-pack or 4. I guess.
Well, yeah,
you get a 4-pack.
Yeah, well, but I'm saying like if I wanted to like sample,
I understand.
So that's the one perk of living in Florida.
I haven't been drinking beer, but I've been drinking. I found Jameson whiskey aged in stout barrels, like the other way around.
Yeah, beer, like really, beer barrel stuff.
Yeah, it's it finishes like a stout. Like it definitely has a stout flavor to it. I'm not a big Jameson fan in general. I'm like, well, I got to get this because it sounds good. And it was. It's very good.
Yeah, so New Holland Brewing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they make all sorts of pretty famous craft beers, but they actually have a beer barrel bourbon and that's fantastic because
I've been
it's like
looking
butter.
I don't know if you can get that outside of their own thing. Like I don't know if they ship that.
I get that here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you're
Yeah, I'm in Kentucky, so I mean, although the funny thing is, so it is weird how some of that stuff works. So Schlafly, which is pretty famous, out of St. Louis, I'm sure you guys have seen them,
Yeah.
all over. Actually, I was just at their tap room not that long ago. By the way, they just have one of the most phenomenal menus of all time. Their beer cheese soup is second to none. But they years ago had a bourbon barrel beer that it's funny because that's a Missouri based brewery that the beer was only sold in Kentucky. They didn't sell it anywhere else, not even at their tap room, not anywhere. They bottled it and sold it only in Kentucky. And one of the better bourbon barrel beers I've ever had, but they only did it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, not exactly on topic, but I just thought about this.
I don't think there is
Something-
a topic, but keep going.
Something that we're gonna be trying at work on Friday is, so Tom, when you guys were down here, did you have Culver's?
We have I have Culver's that's
You have Culver's? Okay.
like a mile from my house.
All right, Rich, you guys don't have Culver's yet, right?
I've never heard of Culver's.
All right, so Culver's is a Wisconsin-based like fast food place. Food's
Cheese curds.
fucking outstanding. Outstanding.
What was it you said?
Cheese curds.
Oh, cheese curds. Okay.
So, Tom, from the 12th of October until they run out, they're doing Curder Burger.
Ooh, burger with curds on it?
No, burger with turd patty
Oh, Lord.
on top.
Damn.
So, the fucking cheese curd is the size of a burger patty and on the cheeseburger.
Holy shit.
So, so it started off as a April Fool's joke. They were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do the Curder Burger, and it's this and that." But it was so popular that they ended up last year for one day they had it, and it sold out like that. And so this year they're doing it for for half of October, essentially.
I don't know which one's closer, the one in Ohio or the one in North Carolina. Probably.
Yeah, probably North Carolina. But that would legitimately be one thing that I would miss if I moved back home is Culver's, because I'd go there, get a pot roast sandwich and some cheese curds, and I'm set.
Yeah, we had one several years ago. It's literally right down the road, like a mile from my house. Because we have that, and like you don't have Taco John's, do you?
No, but now I want tacos.
Yeah.
I live in Little Mexico, so I got like 9 million little independent.
Yeah, well, that's what being like our stuff, Bobby's probably the same way. You actually have like legitimate like Mexican food. That's what we have. It's just, but the Taco John's is like it's like Taco Bell, but they have like these different spins on things. So like my favorite thing they've ever done, Danielle and I've been eating them for years. It's called the Taco Bravo, and it's a hard shell taco, but then it's wrapped into like a burrito. So like it's wrapped in refried beans and a soft shell. And it's amazing because then you can go there. They used to have like a really cool salsa bar. You just dump the different kinds of salsa on it and guac or whatever you wanted.
Taco Bell used to have them a long time. They just called them double decker tacos. And they weren't.
So when I worked at the Aaron Sales and Lease in North Fort Myers, there was this little place next to them, and it was called Super Taco, and it was like a legit like.
Did you ever go and get the soup?
I did not. I only got the taco. So no, but I ordered the same thing so many times. Like I would order it like probably 3-4 times a week. They ended up making it into a special, just because I kept on ordering.
Yeah, that stuff's always awesome. Whenever they realize it's like we got something good here, we're gonna make sure we take care of one of our customers too, doing that.
But the I think they called it the Gringo. It was either the Gringo or the Pendejo. I don't remember. But they told me it meant number one customer.
And my really good friend.
Yes, my really good friend. But they they were cool because their logo was a taco with a poncho as a cape and a giant sombrero.
Nice.
So they were totally in on it, and it was fantastic.
Well, Bob, you remember Broadway Cafe in Pittman, right?
Yeah.
So I used to go in there every Friday and get cream chip beef on toast. That was my deal. Well, I went in there one Friday and they were running really low on it. And so I asked for a ham and cheese omelet. That was my number 2 thing I always asked for. They said, well, we have a little bit of the cream chip beef left. Would you like it on the side? And I said, no, put it on the ham and cheese omelet. And then that became what I ordered. And like it would be on the menu occasionally. It was called the Tom. It was cream chip beef on top of a ham and cheese omelet.
There you go. There you go. Yeah,
Probably
you know
like
what?
literally one of the most unhealthiest things on the planet, but whatever. You know.
Hey, so speaking of back home, did you see that the 3 of the Eagles and Merrill Reese have collaborated? They're going to be releasing a Christmas album.
I did see. I saw you post that on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's called A Philly Special Christmas. And the cover is Jordan Mailata, Jason Kelsey, and Lane Johnson in like Peanuts style. And it's all of it goes to charity. So it all goes to help. It's called the Crisis.
It's like the Children's Crisis Center in Philadelphia, correct?
Yeah. There you go. For kids that have, that have had shitty lives, it goes to help them out, and so it's pretty cool. It's awesome, and I think my favorite thing on it is that Merrill Reese is going to read towards the night before Christmas.
Yeah, but definitely point me in the direction when that comes out, because I'm going to throw money down just for the fact that it goes to charity.
Yeah.
But I need to hear that. I need to hear Jason Kelsey belting out some jingle bells.
So they're doing they're going to do digital release, and then they're also doing a green vinyl. So I think they said it goes on sale sometime around Thanksgiving, and then and I'll put the page up that it's supposed to go to. The page isn't even active yet, so I tried to go to it. The page isn't active yet, but I'll put that in our socials, and yeah, so it comes out on the 23rd, and then the Eagles play Dallas on the 24th, and then obviously there's, I think it's called Christmas. Is it the 25th? I think that's what that day is called.
They already played Dallas. They have to play them again.
Yeah, they're gonna play them again.
Divisional teams, twice a year.
Yeah.
Twice a season, I should say.
Yeah, twice.
That's the more proper way of saying it.
Yeah, Jesus, Tom.
I know.
It's like such a fucking pud.
Yeah, no. So whenever this gets released, though, who gives a crap? Still undefeated.
That's right. Suck it, bitches.
Yeah.
Fuck Dallas.
Go Padres.
Fuck you. I'm going to
right.
drive to Pennsylvania.
No, you're not.
I'm going to shit in your gas tank.
No, you're not.
And then I'm going to drive back.
Yep.
I want to get Rich a Manny Machado jersey now.
Yeah, go Manny Machado. Don't even know who he is. Sounds good.
I think we should send Richie one of those tubes that shoots out dick-shaped confetti.
He might enjoy that.
Yeah, what are we celebrating? Because it sounds cool.
Hey, look, yeah. What the point? And look, we'll make it point blank here. Whenever this gets released, it gets released. But Phillies lost tonight against Padres. It's one game apiece. Look, the Phillies to me at this point have gone way further than I thought they were.
I thought it was. Is it 1-1 or is it 2-2? I thought they
no,
were.
it's 1-1.
Okay.
Yeah. Game 3 is on Friday in Philly. Look, the Phillies got a lot further than I thought they would, so I'm not going to be disappointed no matter what happens at this point. And quite frankly, and I hate to put it this way, but if the Padres do go on to beat us, I still will root for them because they've never won it before.
Right.
And the alternative is the cheating Houston Astros or the Yankees. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks, man. Like, we're literally the only team. Like, it's gonna kill me to root for the Padres because fuck them, and they're stupid ass fans. But I can't root for Houston and I can't root for the Yankees.
It's kind of sad. Like yesterday's game, apparently the game one, they were apparently piping in crowd noise. Like that's sad. It's like watching wrestling.
Well, we don't like basketball, right?
I like basketball. The Sixers lost.
They lost too. Yeah.
I don't care for the NBA, really. I don't know.
But the Flyers are undefeated. They just
what is that about?
They took out the Lightning, who they are fucking historically atrocious against. The Eagles are 6-0. You know, it's dude.
It's weird.
I'm not going to say that the Flyers are going to do anything this year. We have well worn out the issue of the Flyers and my thoughts on them. You know, I love them, but they're not. This isn't a sustainable thing. I don't think. Hopefully I'm wrong. I will gladly eat my fucking words on this if Torts actually turns him around and makes him into a contender. I think he's the coach they needed, but I just don't think they're ready yet. I don't think I don't think they have the talent to do anything sustained. But I'm glad that he's got them at least playing every game, because that was my biggest issue last year. Was there were games where it looked like they were going out there and like if they skated, somebody had a gun to someone they love's head and they were going to blow their fucking head off if they actually tried to play in the game. And it was just like, it was disgusting, the lack of effort. So if Torts is going to get the most effort out of them, fuck it, let's go. I hate him, but I'll take it at this point.
So I kind of threw out the little wrestling joke there. We might as well kind of talk a little wrestling, I guess, to kind of shut us down here. But yeah, Rich, you threw us a text this morning about the nasty boy, it could have been a lot worse to Adam Hangman Page there.
Did you guys both watch it?
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, it's impressive. Lariat clothesline. I don't know if there's a difference between the two or not, but that was nuts.
The JBL clothesline, that's what I call it. It's just that lariat, they just really wax the crap out of you with your arm.
Yeah.
Hey, well, he's a cowboy. That's what he gets.
Yeah, I know, Bob. I know you're not a fan.
No, that's what sucks. Like I used to be a fan of him when he was doing his shit with Dark Order. I really loved all that. And then
I think they said he was from Ohio too. Can you be from Ohio and be a cowboy?
Well, that's like Cowboys fans. There's no Cowboys fan. I mean, there's Cowboys fans in Texas, but it's like the Cowboys were like, oh yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan. Who do you like in basketball? Oh, I like the Lakers. Who do you like in baseball? The Yankees. Who do you like in hockey? The Penguins. Like they're just fake. They're fake ass Cowboys. He's a fake ass cowboy. He's got, whatever. Sorry, I don't hate Adam Page.
His head taken off by Mox. It was impressive, scary but impressive. Apparently he's doing fine though. He's like out of the hospital and
and that's the thing. Like I don't want anything bad to happen to him. He's still a human being, even though he's just not one of my favorites.
There was also a really good promo by Regal and
MJF.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I need to go back and watch that because I saw it.
Yeah, it's a good segment. I just watched the clips. I didn't watch the whole show. I just watched clips of the good stuff people are talking about.
And the whole Jericho's awesome, but he had a match against somebody Dalton. Like I can't think of the guy's first name, but he comes out Dalton and the boys. Like he's the ring. Yeah, thank you. Ring
Dalton Castle, yeah.
And he's been doing stuff on Dark for a while, but he finally showed up on Dynamite. It was impressive. It was a good match.
Dalton Castle's been around for a long time too, because he. I just remember him from the ROH stuff from long. God.
That's what they were playing up. He was the old school ROH champion. Mm-hmm. He had it in the past.
It's funny.
Gave a really mean-looking tombstone pile driver to an old Jerry Lynn. Still can't believe Jerry Lynn's that old.
Yeah, we talked about it before. What is he, 57, we said?
Yeah. Just looks old, though.
Yeah, it's a shame. Sometimes, you just don't Well, I mean, hard life.
I saw Rob Van Dam giving a shoot interview too on YouTube today, and he's looking kind of old.
Was that the one on CM Punk?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't watched it, but I saw it pop up. So, not AEW related, but what do you guys think of that promo that the shit that went on with Bray?
The SmackDown one,
Uh-huh.
that was excellent. Yeah, it was really cool because he came out of Rich. I don't know, did you see it by chance? If you can find the YouTube clip or whatever, but it's he's out of character, which is bizarre because he's never been out of character ever,
right?
And he basically just talks as himself, and he's in tears for about 3 or 4 minutes, and it's really good. Like it's really surprising.
Yeah, I was very surprised they let him speak out of character, but I also thought it was cool how they kind of roped things back in at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was so well done, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing where they're going with the character and how they're going to carry this forward.
Yeah, and I watched a bit of Raw on Monday. I kind of had it on the whole time, and I was kind of going back and forth, just kind of checking different things out, trying to look at a couple things. But the Loomis was lined up for a match with The Miz, and this is the first time they did something there with that, and it didn't work for me. The Miz came out and beat him with a chair, senseless, before the match even began, and it just stopped there. And it made no sense because they led up to all this time of him being stalked and these cool camera shots and Loomis coming up through the ring, or kidnapping Miz over the guardrail, or sneaking out from under the ring, and really cool camera shots. And then it was like, oh, I'll just come out and beat you with a chair, and that was it. So I don't know where I'm curious to see where it goes from here, because it felt like a really abrupt stop to what's been one of the better storylines they've done in a long time. It's like, I don't know. That was one thing that was kind of like, I question that one a little bit, but who knows? Maybe it's going somewhere cool.
Maybe that's a way to kind of write that off and then have Loomis show up as one of the Wyatt Six.
Possible. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
I did like how they had Johnny Gargano, like, oh my God, it's Dexter Loomis.
Yeah.
When The Miz was in there. I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, I agree with you. That's not.
Yeah, it was just a weird, I don't know. They also had some interesting things on NXT. I think Kevin Owens showed back up on NXT yesterday, and someone else.
Shinsuke wasn't.
Yeah, Shinsuke did. Yeah. So
I didn't watch it, but I saw a YouTube thing.
Yeah, it's interesting. So I'm gonna have to go back and check that out, because
they were going straight up against Dynamite, because Dynamite was on Tuesday.
Yeah,
I think they were trying to win, but they didn't. Dynamite, I think, beat the ratings.
Oh yeah. Well, I kind of figured that they were beating them to a pulp early on anyway. Because Dynamite's on what, because of baseball? Is that why?
Yeah.
I guess, I have no idea.
Baseball or basketball, one or the other.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be. I don't know. Maybe it's
got to be basketball.
Yeah, because baseball's on FS1 or Fox right now. So
yeah,
I watched this morning anyway because I'm old and can't stay up late.
So speaking of things that we need to watch late, have either of you caught up on House of the Dragon?
No. Mm-mm. I've seen the first 2 episodes of that. I've only seen 1 episode of Andor, and I still haven't watched Werewolf by Night.
Oh, Werewolf by Night was good.
Okay.
It was really
only
good.
An hour, so that should be cool.
Yeah.
I watched Hellblazer, and that sucked. Not Hellblazer, Hellraiser. I heard good things. It's like a reboot. I don't even know if it's a reboot, but it was on Hulu, and yeah, I just thought it was boring. Stick with the originals, Clive Barker ones.
I haven't watched Andor yet, but I'm looking forward to checking that one out once I have space and everything and can actually sit and concentrate. But I do want to watch that. How has that been?
The first episode or two was pretty good. I just finished Sandman on Netflix, and that was really good. I really liked that. Started out a little slow, but it got better as the season went on.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch that too because I started that one and then stopped. I don't even remember why. I think I watched like the first episode or two. So that'll be one to catch up on because I want to watch all that, and then we got Good Omens 2 coming out, which is awesome. So to catch up on that stuff too. And then did you see they cast Lex Luthor for Titans?
No, I heard there was casting and it was Lex Luthor.
Yeah, they showed the dude. He's got a big beard.
It's not going to be Ducky again.
No, it's not going to be Ducky again.
John Cryer was Luthor and Supergirl.
Yeah, I actually thought he did really well
I liked
in that
it.
role.
It was good, yeah.
Like, and I don't really like him, but I thought he
he's-
actually played that role well.
Oh, let me rephrase. I liked him as Ducky. I didn't care for men. No, 2.5 Men, but whatever.
Yeah, that killed him for me. Like having that kind of association with Charlie Sheen, I'm just like, that show sucks, and I kind of view anybody who was on it as sucky now. Except Ashton Kutcher gets a pass because he's with Mila Kunis, so he's got to be somewhat okay.
Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
Kutcher. Old
As
Don
Don
Vito.
Vito would say.
Ashton Kutcher.
Fucking Don Vito. Of all the fucking potatoes to get fucking famous, like
Gary Busey got in trouble for the same thing Don Vito got in trouble with at in Cherry Hill at the Monster Mania Con. He was apparently groping fans.
well, all right. Gary Busey though, legitimately has part of his brain missing.
Yes.
Like Don Vito is just a mutant. So, I think it's not okay, but I think that Gary Busey's so fucked up in the head that he probably thought he was like grabbing a marshmallow or something, like, or like, I don't even know, like maybe I don't know what the fuck that guy sees.
Yeah, gotcha.
I don't know what color the sky is in his world, but Don Vito is just fucking like.
Is Bam dead or in rehab or out of rehab, or does anybody know what happened to Bam?
I think he's out of rehab.
Yeah, he's in and out.
Yeah.
And shit, Don Vito's been dead for 7 years.
Yeah.
He's, I mean, R.I.P. I guess. I met him once. He was at Tiki Bob's in Philly, down near Finnegan's Wake.
I'm going to Chiller Theater in North Jersey at the end of the month, like the day before the weekend of Halloween, and there's a pile of people. It's a weird show because it's called Chiller Theater, and they sell itself as a horror convention, but they get like random people there, just general pop culture things. I'm going to go see Robbie Rist, who is probably most famous for playing Cousin Oliver in The Brady Bunch.
Yeah, okay.
But he was also the voice of Michelangelo in the Ninja Turtles movies in the 90s. And when we were kids in the 80s, there was a cartoon called Kid Video about this new wave band who get sucked up into their TV and have to play music for this evil music guy.
Mr. Big, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And that was a Haim Saban thing, the guy that did Power Rangers. And he had a record company in Israel, and he always owns the rights to his music. He owns the rights to the Power Rangers soundtrack, and they released a soundtrack that was only released in Israel for this Kid Video. And I have a copy of it on vinyl, so I'm going to get my Israeli copy of Kid Video signed by Robbie Wrist.
That's
And
awesome.
Cheech is going to be there. I met Chong a couple of times, so I can go get that. Cheech and Chong had an album called Big Bamboo that looked like a bamboo rolling paper package. And when you open it up, it's just got a big rolling paper. And I got the rolling paper signed by Chong, so I can go get it.
Oh, nice.
Cheech had both of them.
Sweet.
Nice. That's really cool. That's awesome. All right, gentlemen. Well, I think we have done this shit.
Yeah, I like it. Anyone else have anything to close us out with? Or Bob, you want to roll us out the door?
Fuck Dallas. I mean, fuck San Diego. Fuck Manny Machado. Fuck the entire state of California. Fuck child molesters. Fuck rapists. Fuck murderers. Fuck Florida.
Schwarberfest.com.